Okay, class, this is the part 2 of our lesson about the circle. It's more on conversion. This time, let us convert general equation to standard equation of the circle. And later, we're going to discuss the reversed portion, which is standard to general. So let us start. Now, for you to convert general to standard, we have to follow the 6 steps. First, check if A and B are both 1. If yes, proceed to step 3. If no, go to step 2. Step 2, divide each term to A. 3, transfer the constant term on the right-hand side of the equation. 4, complete the squares of x and y terms. 5, factor the x and y terms, and lastly, simplify the constant term. Let us give an example. Convert x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 4y minus 4 equals 0 into standard form and graph the circle. So as a solution, first you have to write the given equation, which is in the general form. Transpose 4 on its right hand side. Now, as you can see, the coefficients of x squared and y squared, these are the a and b, they are both equal to 1. So we have to move forward on step 3. So these are the x terms and the y terms. Let us combine them. Oops, we have space on this location since we have to insert a new number since we're performing completing the square. And then we have another space on this location to insert another new number. As you recall, the completing the square is b over 2. Okay, whatever the result, we have to raise that number to 2. Okay, on this portion, the b is negative 2, so we have to substitute negative 2 to variable b. This will give us negative 2 over 2. Okay, then raised to 2. The result is 1. So that means we need to insert 1 on this portion. On another hand, the variable b on y term is negative 4. So we need to substitute negative 4 to b. And then simplify, raise it to 2. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. Raised to 2 is positive 4. So this will give us plus 1 and plus 4. So take note guys, since you added 1 and 4 on the left hand side, you have to add 1 and 4 on the right hand side as well to make it equal. Okay, do not forget that. Next one, let us proceed to the 5th step. Factor the x term and then the y term. So tumaya tayo sa x term. The factor of this is x minus 1 raised to 2. Okay, x minus 1 raised to 2. Y, simply apply your quadratic knowledge, diba? And then y squared minus 4y plus 4, that will be y minus 2 square. Okay. And then 4 plus 1 plus 4 is 9. As you observe, the last equation is now in standard form. Okay. This is your x minus h and then y minus k. So the center here is at 1, positive 2. Okay, and then the radius, is 3 units. Okay, why 3 units? It's because the right hand side is 9. That means we need to express this number to a base whose exponent is 2, which is 3 raised to 2. And therefore, 3 is your radius. Okay? So, to graph, let us locate 1, 2. Okay? and then draw the circle whose radius is 3 units. Okay, this is 3 units, guys. I hope that is clear. Let us proceed to another example. Okay, example 2, reduce to standard form, determine the center and the radius whose equation is 4x squared plus 4y squared minus 20x plus 4y minus 55 is equal to 0. So first, write the given equation, and then let us check the step 1. Step 1 is check the a and b. Okay, a and b are both 4. They are not equal to 1, so we have to divide this, or we have to divide each term to 4. So let us proceed to step number 2. By dividing all terms by 4, we will obtain x squared plus y squared minus 5x plus y minus 55 over 4 equal 0. Now at this time, let us proceed to step number 3, which is transfer the constant on the right hand side. Next po is to combine the x term and the y term. So these are the x term and then the y term. Okay. So that we will obtain x squared minus 5x plus blank plus y squared plus y plus blank equal 55 over 4. So again, we need to provide a space on this portion since we have to apply the completing the square. Okay, now the completing the square, b over 2 raised to 2. Okay, b on the x term is negative 5, so let us substitute negative 5 over 2 raised to 2. That will be 25 over 4. And then on the y term, we have 1 as the value of variable b. So this will give us 1 over 2 raised to 2. Okay, this is for the x term and this is for the y term. Okay. 1 over 2 raised to 2, that will be 1/4. Okay. So let us insert 25 over 4 and 1/4 on the said locations, and then do not forget to insert 25 over 4 and 1/4 to the right hand side, okay, to make it equal pa din. Okay. Now let us try to factor the x term. Okay, the factor of x term is x minus 5 over 2 raised to 2, or x minus 5 halves raised to 2. So kung nahirapan kayo to recognize the factor of the x or the y term, 'di ba, sa completing the square natin, ang nilagay natin sa b square, b over 2 raised to 2 is negative 5 over 2 then raised to 2. So you can check this value, the number inside the parenthesis, that is negative 5 halves. Pwede mo siyang gawing gabay, no? Para hindi ka na mahihirapan sa pag-factor. So whatever the value inside the parenthesis, that will be also the value inside the parenthesis for our factored term, x minus 5 halves. So dito sa y squared plus y plus 1/4, as we notice, the value of b over 2 is 1/4. 1 over 2, diba? So sinubstitute natin siya as 1 over 2 raised to 2, kaya tayo nakakuha ng 1/4 dito. So the value inside the parenthesis is 1/2. That's why the factor of the y term must be y plus 1/2 raised to 2. So, 'di ba? Match po sila. So, kung nahirapan kayo or you are struggling to find the factor of the x and y term, you can do this strategy. And then, okay, we're done on the left hand side. Let's move forward by simplifying the right hand side. Notice that the denominators are 4. They are equal to each other, so we can copy that. number, then simply add the numerators, 55 plus 25 plus 1, that is 81. Am I correct? Yeah, that is 81. Now, 81 over 4. Okay. The value of x and y term, or the h and k term rather, this is the h, this is the k, is 5 halves and negative 1 half. Okay? And that is your center. That's the center. And then the radius, as you can see, the 81 over 4 is not yet expressed in terms of exponent, no? So, di pa nagre-reflect si 2 as an exponent. So, we have to convert that on that manner. This will become 9 halves raised to 2. Because 81 is a perfect square. Okay? 4 is also a perfect square. So, we can rewrite these numbers as 9 and 2. So, 9, this is 9 halves raised to 2. Okay. So, that means 9 halves is your radius. 9 halves is the radius, or 4.5. Okay. So, therefore, the center is at 5 halves, negative 1 half with a radius of 4.5 units or 9 over 2 units. So, hindi naman sinabi na i-draw ang circle or i-graph. So, this will be our final answer. Now, let us try to understand the conversion on opposite manner, standard equation to general equation. So, we have several steps. Number 1, expand the binomial x term using FOIL method. Number 2, same procedure but at this time the y term naman. Number 3, transfer the constant term on the left hand side of the equation. 4, simplify the equation. So, we only have 4 steps. Okay, so let us give an example. Number 1. So, this is in standard form. Our task is to convert into general. Okay, it must be in general form. Okay. So, let us start. Copy the given equation. Let us expand the x term. Okay, let us have a scratch paper here. X plus 4 times x plus 4. That is equivalent to x plus 4 raised to 2. So, simply apply the FOIL method. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. Inner part, 4x. Last part, 4 times 4, 16. Okay. And then, 4x plus 4x, similar terms, add natin. We will obtain x squared plus 8x plus 16. So, lagay lang muna natin dyan. Now, let us proceed to y term. FOIL method, again, y times y times negative 5, y times negative 5, and then negative 5 times negative 5. So, similar terms, combine. We will receive y squared minus 10y plus 25. Okay, then, copy 36. Okay. Now, as you can see, the general form must be in terms of ax squared. Okay, lagay natin dito. Ax squared plus bx plus cy plus mali. Okay, again, ax squared plus by squared plus cx plus dy plus e equal 0. Okay, so we need to select x squared and y squared, no, at this position. Okay, we need x squared and y squared. So, samahin natin tong dalawang to. Okay, so we will write this as x squared plus y squared. Okay, and then next po is yung x term natin together with c. So the x term is this one, 8x. Okay, so plus 8x. The next term is dy. The dy is represented by negative 10y. Okay. And then e, this is the constant term. Okay, the constants on this equation are 16, 25, and 36. So 16 plus 25, that will be 41. Yeah, 41. So plus 41 tayo. Okay. Then let us transpose 36 to left side. Okay. And then wala na matitira sa kanan. This is now 0. So let us rewrite the equation: x squared plus y squared plus 8x minus 10y, and then 41 minus 36 is 5. Okay. So as you can see, it is now in general form. And I think this is our final answer. And let us have our last example. Convert quantity x plus 3 raised to 2 plus y minus 5 over 4 raised to 2 equals 11 over 2 raised to 2 into, again, this is typo. It must be general form. Okay, general form. Solution. I copy the given equation. So let us expand the x term and the y term. Notice that the x term is very easy. This was this is left as an exercise. So let us focus on the y term. Let us expand using the FOIL method. Y times y is y squared. Y times negative 5 over 4 is negative 5 over 4y. Same procedure on the inner part. And then last, that will be positive 25 over 16. So, yan po yung ilalagay natin. Y square minus 10 over 4y plus 25 over 16 dito sa portion na to. And notice that 10 over 4 has a simplified form which is 5 halves. Or specifically negative 5 halves since naka-minus sign tayo dyan. Okay. Then equal to 121 over 4. So we just perform the exponent. Okay, the 2. So this will become 11 raised to 2, 121. Then 2 raised to 2 is positive 4. Now let us try to make this equation as elegant. Now to do that, let us transpose 121 over 4 on its left side. Okay, then let us eliminate the fractions, or let us try to get rid all the denominators that occurred on our left hand side equation. Okay, so paano natin gagawin yun? As you can see, we have 16 here. Okay, this is the largest denominator. To eliminate these denominators, multiply 16 tayo on the left side, and then multiply 16 on its right side. So let us now distribute 16, or let us multiply 16 to all terms. We will obtain 16x squared. Okay, next 16 times 6, that will be 96x. Okay, dito yan. And then let us multiply 16 to 9. We will obtain 144. Okay, and then 16 times y squared, simply 16y squared. 16 times this one. Okay, 16 and 2. Okay, this is equivalent to 16 divided by 2. So that will be 8. 16 divided by 2 is 8. And then we have 5 on the numerator. So let us multiply 8 to 5. We will get 40. Particularly negative 40y. Next naman, 16 times this term. Okay, as you can see, we have 16 and then 16 on the denominator. This will cancel. So the remaining term now is 25. And then last one, 16 divided by 4. So by multiplying 16 to negative 121 over 4, 4 will eliminate since 16 divided by 4 is 4. And then multiply that 4 to 121. Okay, we will receive 484. No? So this is minus 484. And then 0 times 16 on its right side is 0. Okay. So this is the time for us to rewrite this equation into general form. So recall, the general form is ax squared plus by squared plus cx plus dy plus e equal 0. Okay, so the a term is your 16. Okay, so copy natin 16 x squared. Okay, then next po is y square term or the b term. Okay, y square is also 16. I mean the b is also 16, so we can rewrite this as 16 y square. Okay, plus cx. So where's the x term? Here. That is 96x. So, copy. Next po is dy. dy is yun, negative 40y. This is the negative 40y or the dy. And lastly, the constant term, which is e. So the constant here are 144, 25, and negative 484. Let us combine those numbers. We will achieve negative 315. Okay. And this is now the desired general form based on our example number 2. So we will box this now. Okay. So if you have any questions regarding to conversion, standard to general or general to standard, please or kindly do a private message, or you can comment to this recorded video. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope you learned something. Thank you so much, and see you on our next topic.